Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Tackled at the 27.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Third down.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 more there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
First down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Falcons.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Rolling to his right. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. It's a foot race. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense Roberts gets a pick-6 TD. And we'll see if that pick-6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't you hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. And it's third down.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Brings up
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 20. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A huge play there on the screen pass. 45 yards.
That's what I'm talking about.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Number 40 on the carry.
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Touchdown.
A great play there. Taking it in. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Evans on the tackle.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Eagles 14, Falcons 7.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Play action. It's Rodgers. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the screen there, and second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, third and goal. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2 and it brings up fourth.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
4-yard gain.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Atlanta.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Rodgers
call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, Kittle catching the slant. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards. First down, Falcons.
Rodgers now on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
In the end zone. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Rodgers. Over the middle. That's caught by Adams. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
9-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Nick Chubb.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd.
from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's got his tight end fan. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That third down conversion good for 23.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. Two of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And 1.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Raekwon McMillan gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Now 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On first down, it's Gurley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Check 26, check 26.
And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece. I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense. First time to touch the ball in quarter 3. And we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
And it's 3rd.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And again, it's Rodgers. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Davante Adams there to make the grab. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the 4th.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here.
No gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Just like that.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Ozzy. Here we go, D. All day.
First throw now for the backup Brady. They set up the screen to Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
52, Mike, 52. I got you, pop. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
Able to find Isabella. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Touchdown. I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control. but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counter.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation.